Have you ever wondered why twice a year we either gleefully gain an hour of sleep or reluctantly lose one as we spring forward and fall back? Yes, we're talking about daylight saving time, one of those odd rituals of modern life that sparks debates, confusion, and even dread. But why do we do it? Where did this idea come from, and does it still make sense in today's world? Daylight saving time, often abbreviated as DST, was first introduced over 100 years ago. Believe it or not, the concept was actually proposed as a bit of a joke. In 1784, Benjamin Franklin wrote a satirical essay suggesting that people could save money on candles by waking earlier during the summer months. While Franklin wasn't seriously proposing the idea of nationwide clock changes, his essay planted a seed that would eventually grow into the concept of daylight saving time. Fast forward to the late 19th century, and people began to take the idea more seriously. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing, and long work hours meant industries wanted to maximize usable daylight. Enter George Hudson, an entomologist from New Zealand, who suggested a 2-hour time shift to give people more daylight after work for leisure activities. And then during World War I, DST officially became a reality. Countries implemented it to save energy. If people had more daylight in the evening, they used less coal for lighting. It was practical, efficient, and for the time made perfect sense. But here's the thing. Our world has changed since then. Today, DST is used in over 70 countries worldwide, but it's far from universal or even universally liked. For proponents, the idea of extra daylight in the evenings is a win. It's great for outdoor activities, it boosts consumer spending as people shop and dine out more after work, and supposedly it saves energy. Longer evenings mean fewer hours with the lights on, right? Well, not exactly. In recent years, studies have questioned whether DST saves energy at all. Modern homes use far less electricity for lighting, but air conditioning and electronics have become major energy hogs. In hot months, those extended daylight hours can actually cause an increase in energy usage. So much for saving resources. And then there's the health argument. For many of us, adjusting to DST feels like jet lag. Statistics show that the switch disrupts sleep patterns, increases stress, and has even been linked to a higher risk of heart attacks and car accidents immediately following the spring-forward transition. Pretty scary for something that's supposed to make life better, right? Even economically, DST is not always the boon it was once thought to be. Sure, retail and leisure industries might benefit from extended daylight in the evenings, but industries like agriculture tend to suffer. Farmers complain that changing the clocks disrupts their schedules, as animals don't exactly follow human concepts of time. And let's not forget how we all seem to dread the change itself. Smartphones and smart devices might handle the adjustment for us, but there's always that person who shows up to work an hour early or late on DST Monday. Not to mention, the annual ritual is often just plain confusing. Do we move forward, backward? Which way is fall back again? Yet, despite all this, daylight saving time persists, at least in most places. Some states like Hawaii and most of Arizona in the United States don't observe DST at all. They've decided that the benefits just don't outweigh the drawbacks. And more countries are debating whether it's time to abandon the practice entirely. The European Union, for example, has been discussing abolishing DST for years, letting each member nation decide whether to stick with standard time or permanent summertime. So where does that leave us? Daylight saving time has undoubtedly shaped our lives and routines for over a century. But is it still necessary? We live in an age of artificial light, flexible work schedules, and energy-efficient technology. Maybe it's time to ask ourselves, are we holding on to DST out of tradition more than practicality? Whether you're a fan of longer summer evenings or someone who wishes clocks would simply stay the same year-round, the debate around daylight saving time is far from over. One thing's for sure, every fall and spring we'll keep turning our clocks for now.